Good morning, Unity Northwest Church. It's great to be with you. This is Reverend Elizabeth Mora, and welcome to my Flower Child Sunday. Got as much as I could get to be a flower child today. We're celebrating the summer of love, and I'm glad to be with you this morning. Welcome to everyone who is online with us this morning, and welcome to all of you who will be joining with us at some point down the line by watching this video on Facebook or on YouTube. We welcome our audience all the time that they come to be with us, and wherever you are, we're glad that you chose to be with us this morning. And I welcome you because, as I like to remind us every week, you are the church. You are what makes this church so special. I'm just a person standing here looking at a green dot on a Macintosh, and you are the church. We're glad that you're here whenever it is and wherever it is that you're watching. Thank you for being with us today. As I get my video moved over here, and I realize that I have left the daily word in the other room. So we're going to pause for a moment, and I'm going to tell Arturo to bring me the daily word. Talk amongst yourselves, which I do mean. Go ahead and in the comments box, let us know that you're here. Hey, Arturo, can you bring me the daily word? Very, very clever how we communicate here. Let's see who we've got online with us this morning. We've got Tracy, we've got Rob and Lori. We've got Chris, great to see you again. We've got Anita, you're popping in so fast, I can't even catch up with you. It's so great. Chris loves the headband, thank you. Tim, great to see you. Pat, Karin, Arturo's online, so he must be hearing me telling him that I desperately need my daily word. Hey, Jerry, it's great to see you as well this morning. Another Chris, we've got two Chris's. Hi, Jeanette, Hal, and Joan and Kat on phone. Appreciate how dedicated you are to get on the phone with other people and to make sure that it happens. So good morning, everyone. It's great to have you. And here comes my daily word. Thanks, Arturo. He's the stagehand today, and he's going to stay off screen. He's ready to go out for a walk and a run, so there we go. And your computer is about 4 minutes slow. Okay, thanks, Elena. Well, I know that there is a 30-second delay at least. So my computer says it's 11:03 right now. So this is probably coming to you at about 11:04 or 11:05. So thanks for letting me know. And we've got our daily word. Arturo says hello to everyone. It's good to have Bruce with you again. And as we come over to, I'm going to click myself back over to my screen here, getting used to clicking it in the right way. If I don't do it just right, then I kind of mess everything up. But let me tell you, we've made some progress this week. I think you'll see it when we move on. And reminding everyone that we will do our best today, technology-wise. As I said, I think I've discovered a few things to make things smoother. And as we go through today, please say hi in the comments box online. We love to hear from you. You guys are already doing that. Thank you so much. If we have a little buffering problem or anything and I drop off, keep getting back on. I will come on, but we haven't had that happen in months. Share this with your Facebook friends, and if you want to start a watch party right now, you can let all your friends know that you're online, and if you post it afterwards, then they'll be able to watch and get a sense of what we're doing here. And throughout this particular Sunday, I've got a lot of music, so I encourage you to get up and dance. I can't see you dancing, but I love to know that people are out there dancing to the Summer of Love music that I've got ready for us this morning. And today then, I will also remind us, there we go, that our daily word for today that I would normally be reading is guidance. But yesterday was laughter, and I decided that that was a daily word that I wanted to read today to go along with some of the fun of a summer of love. So I'm going to read Saturday, July 11th, daily word, laughter. My joy flows through smiles and laughter. Laughter has many healing properties. It boosts the immune system, lowers stress hormones, and can even decrease pain. My body relaxes and my mood lifts as I laugh, adding zest and joy to my life. Even thinking about the giggles of children and the wonder that brings squeals of delight to an innocent young mind makes me smile. There are few things better than this feeling of complete surrender to the joy of the moment. Laughter is contagious. So when I bring humor and goodwill to a conversation, I help shift the energy from tension and conflict to cohesion and unity. I seek ways to add joy to my life. I look for the good in all. I smile in the mirror. I give thanks. I surround myself with people who love to laugh. Now, Sarah said, God has brought laughter for me. Everyone who hears will laugh with me. Genesis 21:6. A little bit of laughter today, or maybe a lot of laughter today. A lot of love today to all of you in this summer of love that I've decided is a direction that I wanted to go in. And I thought, if that's working for me personally, let me share it with you. We're right about in the middle of summer, which already feels a little bit like the end of summer is already here. And I thought today would be a good chance for us to step back and take a pause and think about what is it that we want to create for the rest of our summer. I love taking pauses during things and to check in and to see where am I at, where have I been, and where is it that I'm wanting to go. Because it's so easy to be on autopilot. So today is a moment to pause and consciously think about and feel into what we want to create for the rest of our summer here today. I invite you to do that with me. And again, some music, some meditation, all to make it a little more fun. And so we will move on then from our daily word and setting an intention today of creating our summer of love. Let's move into meditation. I'm going to pause for a moment because I feel a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. So there we go. And as we move into meditation, I want to take a moment and check in with the rest of you who've popped on. Yay, we've got what's up from Mike and from Beth. Wonderful. It's good on your end sound-wise. Thanks for checking in. You know that has been a big thing for us. And we've got a little update on one of our members, Cindy Florsheim-Fell. Thank you, Jeanette, for letting us know. She's in the hospital now in rehab, doesn't have COVID, but has some infections. Cindy Florsheim's asking for prayers. We will absolutely be holding her in our prayer then in meditation time. Thank you, Jeanette. Another Jeanette. Hi to Mary. Karen is golfing. Hey, a little bit of normal in the summertime. Hi, Reverend Amira and Darlene, sending light and love. Oh, what a lovely picture of you, Amira. That is beautiful. And Arturo says, bless you for my sneeze. Thank you, everyone, for staying in touch and letting us know. Let us go into meditation, and let's especially hold our dear friend Cindy, who is such a light in our church. And so we now enter into the sacred space of creation. As we each turn our attention inside and once again tap into the strength and the power and the wisdom of God. When we discover this power within us, I take a moment now to just be in that presence, in that moment, in that awareness of who and what I really am. Oh, to connect back into the truth of myself, to connect back into the absolute realization of love and truth, to step away from what has been going on in my outer world, to come back home inside, and then be able to take that with me when I re-engage. Over and over again, this is the divine pattern, to go within and to take it back out, to go within, to go back out. And I see it in the breath that I take. I bring it in, I let it out. In every breath that I breathe right now in meditation, I am using the perfect plan. In and out. In and out. I let myself relax. Concerns fade away. I am full. I am present. As I rest in the silence. Sacred silence is so healing and rejuvenating and calming. It's the simplest healing modality that we have, and it's right here. I don't need to add anything into my life. I can simply take advantage of the brilliant programming already within me. Effortless breathing, healing and loving. And we bring this healing energy to Cindy Florsheim this morning, seeing her heal from this fall and these infections. Cindy, you are the divine light of God, and your church community is with you this morning. We bless you and affirm wholeness and health and relief for you. May there be comfort. And to all of those who have someone in their life that is going through a challenge right now, or if you are, we send you the same love and light. We know that the wisdom of the healing nature of your body can come forth at every moment. We lift you up into the light, and we are with you. And so it is. Amen. Where is the love in the summer of love? Where is the love? Is it between other people? Is it about a love affair? Or is it about something different, something deeper? Maybe that's just one kind of love. And it's a song that gets us in the mood for what I'm calling the summer of love. I started to think about what the rest of my summer was going to be looking at. What was it going to be like? What would I be doing? And I realized this is what was on the agenda for the rest of my summer. Going to the movies, going to the beloved swimming pool here at my complex, spending time on the beaches in Chicago, and most exciting of all, going to the Lady Gaga concert next month. And then I realized, well, if this is what the rest of my summer looks like, wah wah, that's what it actually looks like. And that's when it hit me. It is up to me to decide what is the rest of this summer going to look like. And as I considered summer, first thing that came to mind to me was the summer of love. I've been working with the concept of love for the last couple of weeks. It's come up a lot in my meditations and in books that I've come across. Love, 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 love. All right, I want to make this the summer of love, which of course brought me back to the actual first summer of love and all of the hippie stuff that goes with that. And it was deeper than just that. It was about bringing peace into the country. It was about a counter-revolution. It was about creating something new out of the struggle that they were in at that time. It was about the end of war. It was about drugs, but it was about a lot more than just that. And it was about incredible music as well that came out at that time. And as we live in this time, can there be a Sunday when she doesn't talk about this time? No. But as we live in this time, I thought, all of this stuff is coming at us. The world is coming at us. That's what the external world does. It's coming at me, and I'm aware of these things that are going on, and I'm aware of all this stuff that's not happening. And of course, I started to switch over to, well, what is happening? What am I creating from the inside out and instead of the outside in? Because from the outside in, most of the time, not as pretty a picture. And I always talk about the fact that I'm aware of what's happening. I don't live in the La La Land bubble. I don't live in that unity bubble that says everything is all right all the time. But I do live in the unity teaching that says God, the good, God that is love, is everywhere. It's in even the darkest corner and the darkest act. Love is there. Love is always a potential. And love is sometimes misguided. It is one of our 12 powers, but like any of our attributes, they can be used for a higher or a lower aim. We can be off the mark, as we say, and use our love in different ways, kind of like in the song, and thinking that our love comes from another person. That's just the misdirection of a perfect principle. It's simply been misapplied. And that's why it's so important that we study these principles, that they aren't just words that we say, that we take classes and we attend Sunday services to say, well, what does it mean to love? Otherwise, I'm going to listen to all these love songs out there. And if I'm single, I'm going to think, well, I don't have love in my life. And of course, that's not true. And so this summer of love is about us realizing what love truly means to us. And most important, how are we creating it? Instead of waiting for the outside world to do something, if we're single, instead of waiting for a partner to come along, if we're having trouble in a relationship, instead of waiting for them to change and them to show me more love, all the love that we seek in the world, we have inside of us. And so our work is to bring it out. And like our prayer chaplains find every time they pray with somebody, what you give to someone else, you're giving back to yourself tenfold. The summer of love is about creating that for yourself. This is what it looked like. This is what the summer of love, just one example of what it looked like back then. A lot of people wanting to create something new and something beautiful. I hope you had as good a time dancing and singing as I do. Are you in the mood for the summer of love now? Are you feeling it? I know that some of you are because you posted up here that you were dancing. You were feeling it. We got somebody in the garden at church that's dancing with us. Sheila's with us. Don is enjoying laughter. Anne is in the meditation garden. The Bostons are here. Love that 60s, 70s music. So glad to see that everybody enjoyed that. I wanted to put you in the mood. If you were there, I wanted to put you back there. Or if you remember those times, I wanted to help you be there and feel that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. What do we have here from Jeanette? Hal and I sat 7 hours yesterday to hend for, so she's hula hooping. Jeanette had a big day of work, and Chris remembers singing this, and this was a walk down memory lane. So the summer of love. Let me tell you a little bit more about what the summer of love actually meant. Let me get myself back to my, press the wrong button again, real quickly, get myself set up again. Come on now, it's a page PowerPoint. There we have it. The summer of love. It was a new concept of celebrations beneath the human underground must emerge, become conscious, and be shared. So a revolution can be formed with a renaissance of compassion, awareness, and love, and the revelation of unity for all humankind, we would say today. That was what the summer of love was meant to be, a new concept of celebrations. And as I look at that, I love the fact that they're talking about looking at something that's beneath the human underground. What a concept, beneath the human underground, beneath what's happening on this surface. Underneath are things that want to bubble up. This is also, probably we could call it the summer of the shadow coming forth to show itself. And at the same time, the deepest, best nature of ourselves to come out. The summer of love that I see so far, I see love every time someone's wearing a mask. I see love every time I think about essential workers. I see love every time I see a patio open and people are running out because they want to get out there, and I get it. I see love in all of us figuring out how to work through this and who we feel safe and what we feel safe doing and doing what we can to create our summer of love. We're calling this time a lot of different things, a time of transition, a time of change, time of upheaval. It's a time for all of that. And what I'm reminding myself this week is I want to make sure that I'm also making it a summer of love. It's a summer of waking up for me and growing up and challenges. It's a lot of things. And whenever I feel just a little bit victim-y, like, why is this happening? Why do I have to get a refund on my Lady Gaga tickets? I say, yeah, but there is so much to be grateful for right now. And even if I don't see it right now, and even if I don't feel it right now, maybe there are some things that you aren't so grateful for right now. Well, what can I do to turn my attention and my consciousness to where God is showing through brightly? Because God is everywhere. Principle is everywhere. May not see it. Some people like to hide it, as we joke. But you can't cover it over. It is there. It is the human underground that wants to come forward, that wants to be in the consciousness of all of us. So that same beautiful revolution that they were taking forward during the summer of love, we can also be taking forward. This can be a time that we create it. My question for you then is, what do you want to create this summer? With what's left, I'm deciding to take myself off of autopilot a little bit instead of whatever's coming to me saying, what can I create? I've literally been sitting back in my office creating photo albums. I don't know if that's something that you want to do, but I'm figuring that probably 80% of you have shoeboxes filled with photos. That's a thing you could work on. Or you could decide to clean out your closet like a lot of people. Or you could take up whatever lessons you want to take up. Or you could make more phone calls every day. Or you could make less phone calls because that's what your heart needs to do. Take a moment, maybe even put your hand over your heart and check in. What do I want for the rest of my summer? How can I make the rest of this be the summer of love for me? Whatever that might look like, I hold that for you. I hold that there is something that's calling in your heart. And I came across this concept of blooming in the Bardo. As I was thinking about what do I want it to look like this summer? And while it feels a little bit like we're in this challenging place, and in the Buddhist tradition, it might be called the Bardo. You could think of the Bardo as purgatory in a way, like the traditional Christian former teaching of purgatory, the place in between one life and the next life, the Bardo, where we do some thinking, where we do some processing, some growing, and we figure out what's next for our soul's evolution. And the Bardo exists every day. In every way, it exists in our life. We're in a Bardo in this planet right now, going through what we're going through. A time where we're in the in-between. The Bardo is in between one thing and the next. We've let go of something. We don't yet know what the next one is. And here we are. And this is a rich and fertile place. I know you know that. This is a rich and fertile place. And maybe, like me, you're ready to create a summer of love out of this Bardo. That's what's been coming up for me. That this time in between is a powerful time for creation. And we are not coming out of it on the other side the same as we have been. Yes, it's another one of those crucifixions and those resurrection moments for us. We might be in the cave with the stone right now, in a Bardo, deciding what will come next. It really is up to you. It really is up to us. We see that. It's up to all of us how we handle the virus, the disruption, race. It's up to all of us. Look back into history, not just to the summer of love, but boy, this is a time I'm steeped in history. I have watched so much Civil War, American Revolution, World War, everything I can about history, especially around race, to say, wow, this is our moment to recreate going forward. I'm excited about that. Painful at times, and I'm excited about that. So I'm going to make it my summer of love. And in the article that I was reading on blooming in the Bardo, the author said, is it possible that collectively we might emerge from this Bardo with a sense of blooming? Is it possible that we could be blooming during this time of Bardo? That it doesn't have to be just a taking away, that this is where the fertilizing of all of those seeds, all of that SHRT is coming into place to fertilize blooming in the Bardo. That might be a phrase that you take with you. I like that image, flowers coming forth, blooming in the Bardo. So is it possible for us to come through this collectively and to bloom in a new way? And for me, bringing forth love right now is what feels most powerful for me. Love. In those places where I admit I've been angry, I've been frustrated, I'm going to choose now to bring love, to stay informed, and also to bring love. The anger's okay, the frustration's okay. I'm not saying it won't happen. And I'm going to choose to proactively remember to bring love and to look for love. To look for love. Love works. Love is not just a namby-pamby thing that we talk about. Love is actually a working power. If you want a servant that will work for you night and day, cultivate divine love. CF at the bottom of a slide always means our buddy, Charles Fillmore. Love is a servant. What a concept. It's a servant that will work for you night and day and cultivate divine love. So that's my servant right now. Love works. Love solves. One good definition of love is it's a feeling that excites desire for the welfare of its objects. Love is about desiring welfare. We want people to be well. If all people could recognize it as an ideal, they would find in love every solution to every problem of life. Our greatest good comes in the welfare of all. Love solves these problems, these inequalities, these tensions that we have right now. Love is part of that solution. Love solves. And finally, love harmonizes. Charles Fillmore's favorite word for love, harmonizers. And from a different Unity teacher, though, Foster McClellan says, we tend to connect our forces with that upon which we center our love. Where we focus our love, we connect. When we establish ourselves in the consciousness of divine love, we set free a natural, equalizing, harmonizing force. By staying in love, by bringing love forth, we are automatically bringing harmony. Isn't that something? As angry as I get sometimes, if I can bring forth love too, if that anger can spark the love, that's what will bring forth harmony. And I've shared a lot here, so I am going to pause for just a moment and say hi to a few more people who've popped up. Lisa Colbert Brown is a friend of mine from the East Coast. And we have Amira. In fact, thanks to all of you for your thoughts of love. Everybody checking in here. Prayers for all of those. Timothy, it looks like we've got, and I wanted to stop for a moment because love is so important. It looks like Amira has posted something about losing a friend. My best friend, fell out of her 10th floor window. Gloria Simpkins, everyone. Wow. She did she know? And she was saying, I love you and Dar and goodbye. Lift her up. Flack and Hathaway were her favorites. Oh my gosh. Gloria Simpkins, and so much love and sympathy going out to you, Amira. We're so sorry for Gloria. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you for letting us know. Let's bring love to Gloria, to Amira, to Darlene, to all those involved, and to all of those going through something right now. Love. Love is the key. Let this be our summer of love. And so I'm calling on myself and ask you to join me in this affirmation. I show to all beings appreciation, acceptance, and love. Appreciation, acceptance, attention. And that is one definition of love. Appreciation, acceptance, and attention. I got that from my dear friend Deepak Chopra. He's doing the 21-day meditation, and I'm a big fan of that. And so I put in a plug for him today. If you are looking for something to support you in your journey right now, go ahead and check out Deepak Chopra's 21-day meditation. And that was one of the affirmations, was I show appreciation, acceptance, and attention to all beings. What a perfect way to show love to people. First, to show them attention. People primarily want to be seen. So as we go through these times and people suffering, the first thing that I try to do with everyone is I see you. And I don't always do that. Sometimes my stuff gets in the way, but I see you and I hear you. I see you and I hear you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here online with me today or watching this video later. I appreciate the friendship and the consciousness of the folks that are watching. People, again, taking classes and taking on the unity teaching as a mantle to live your life by. I appreciate that in you. And acceptance. Sometimes easy, sometimes hard. I accept where I am, where we are right now. Fighting the reality of it doesn't do me any good. I accept that this is where I am. And with love, I move forward. With love, I can move forward. If I can drop my resentments, my disappointments, even my anger, my frustration. I was talking with a friend this week who had gone through something tough. A dear person to him had lost their job, and he said he found himself so angry, he just wanted to punch somebody. I get that. There are moments like that. There are human moments where I'd like to punch somebody. I want to just give up on things. Oh, that's so human. And I see that, and I appreciate you. My attention and my love is there, and it's there with those emotions. And with acceptance, then, I can move on with love. I can work on moving on with love. We're keeping Gloria in prayer, and we're saying hello to Marilyn, and another well wish from Brenda. Thank you so much to everybody for all the love that you're sending out to Amira and Darlene and to Gloria. And I offer this thought for you. We are dependent on the effort of every being and thing, and in this way, we are supported in ways we cannot know or see. Even just today, Amira and Darlene got so much love and support that they didn't know they had until they got on this call. Well, they're pretty smart. They probably knew, but they stepped into it and they opened themselves up for it and they asked for it. All around us, the world is making its effort to meet us. The world is working to meet us, just as we meet its efforts. We are all in this together, with all beings throughout time and space, making the world. We are in this together with all beings. We know that more than ever these days, how connected we are. And if love, according to Charles, is the harmonizing power of the universe, then love is what will bring us together in the highest fashion. Love. I know that I've let it drop a little in these last few months in my frustration, so I'm calling it forward more today. That's the beauty of the 12 powers in unity. The way that we teach them is that they are a shorthand reminder of what the Bible contains, to say 12 powers at least. Let's start there. Let's remember that we have these 12 faculties to call on. I've got them memorized: life, imagination, power, strength, judgment, understanding, zeal, elimination, faith, love, order, will. I can teach you that another day. I've got a little mnemonic: life, Jews, flows. And so with those, I can instantly say, what is calling forth love? Love and understanding. Love and understanding. So I use my mind to understand the situation, to read the scientists, to do what I feel I'm called to do, to read history, and I bring forth love. Not namby-pamby love, but harmonizing love that works hard sometimes to bring things together, because love works. Love solves, and love harmonizes. If it's your summer of love, what do you want to create? That goes into this, we need tech help. And so anybody that can come forward, email me, pop it on the Facebook page, email the office, in whatever way you can get through to us, please. If you know someone, let us know, because we really do need some tech help here. A couple more. Namaste from Lisa, and then fellowship. If you want to join us in fellowship, there's the link. It'll be right here. And a couple hellos to everyone. Metaphysics, blessings from Patricia. And the sound has been better. Yay, glad to hear that. And reminders to read your weekly e-blast, not your weekly we blast. Read your weekly e-blast, and if you don't get one, please go to the webpage and sign up. I'm finding out a lot of people don't get the weekly email. So please, if you are not getting something from us every week that says this is what's going on, would you please go over to the webpage, and right at the bottom is a place to sign up for that, or just email yourself to Betsy. You can donate anytime. Our videos are available all the time, and like the Buddha, wear your mask. You want to be back next week, folks. Martha Creek is going to be here. We're excited. I will be with her, and Martha will be guest speaking. Martha is a gem. She is funny. She is irreverent. She is a delight. So please join us next week for Martha Creek. And come over for coffee. Again, the link is up above or right in the chat line. Stop over for even a few minutes to say hi. And most important, as you leave us today, remember, you are amazing, you matter, and you are loved. God bless you, everyone. We will see you next week, and enjoy your summer of love. God bless.